Apparently, a recent interview with CEO of arcsystemworks, Minoru Kidoka, came to light from arcsystemworks directly on the future of BlazBlue and other IPs. This one I went, oh, this might not be really good for the future of BlazBlue. I'm very scared. Kidoka states, "We're very proud of how the community has interacted with BlazBlue. One thing that we're concerned with, one thing that we're thinking about right now, is that we don't want to have Guilty Gear and BlazBlue competing with each other. So we are focusing mainly on Guilty Gear. But of course, BlazBlue is a title that the community loves. The community has put so much effort into making it what it is today, and keeping that in mind, we do want to touch back on the series at some point." So it's definitely not the case that BlazBlue is done. It is something that will be in the future, but for now, Guilty Gear is the mainstay. Now, on one hand, this is highly frustrating as a person that's grown to love BlazBlue more than Guilty Gear. Don't get me wrong, I like all of that with arcsystemworks, but personally, I'm always just somehow fell in love with player 2 instead of player 1. I'm pretty much the Luigi while everybody else is Mario.
Bro, nothing's fun no more.
Now, on one hand, this is a good thing, and on the other hand, like I said, it's frustrating as a fan. Think about the climate of video games today and the state of arcsystemworks. They are not the biggest company of the world. Splitting resources with Guilty Gear and BlazBlue could be a death wish for financials and many other reasons within arcsystemworks. Hey, you watching this video, you this far in the video, and you haven't hit the subscribe button. And it's free to subscribe. You don't gotta pay money. So just keep in mind, hit the bell, turn on notifications, it's gonna get lit, and let's return back to the video. Kidoka-san expresses, so something to keep in mind is that arcsystemworks is not actually a very big company. We have around 200 members under our house, and with that limited amount of people, it's a limited amount of resources we can put towards games. So working together with companies like Aiding and other companies as well really allow us to put out those games that we put out. Even Guilty Gear Strive was not 100% in-house. Now I could kind of see why creator Toshimichi Mori left arcsystemworks, and he ain't been doing nothing at arcsystemworks for years. The reveal of BB Tag 2.0 dropped over 3 years ago, and the gacha game unfortunately didn't do so well, so I think Mori left on good. So at the end of the day, I think Mori did leave arcsystemworks with good intentions, moved on, but he has now formed Studio Flare, with Toshinori Aoki as president and CEO, while Mori is vice president and developer producer. The problem with this at the time is pretty much how long can you wait on whatever Mori is going to do, and will you like whatever Mori is going to do? Again, people didn't like the gacha game, and it wasn't even released in the West. So spin-off stuff may not appeal to a lot of BlazBlue fans with Mori. Studio Flare just formed, so essentially we don't even know if Mori is going to make a fighting game first. So it could be 3 to 5 years from them or anything to see anything from Mori in a fighting game again. So this brings up the next big question. Is BlazBlue dead forever? No, but it's in hiatus. The truth about BlazBlue past was that it was always Arcs' second baby and Guilty Gear's first. Yes, arcsystemworks at some point did not own the rights to Guilty Gear though. Semi Industry did. Arcs did contract work for them, which means they were paid to develop the games, but didn't own the rights to them. So at one point, I believe BlazBlue was born doing this to compensate for that. Now this is the part of the video that I've been holding in for so long. Why am I scared for BlazBlue? Why am I scared for the future of BlazBlue? Well, for me, I'm calling it the fall of BB. I do not want BlazBlue to get the Strive treatment. I think the direction and philosophy, half of it, they went with Guilty Gear Strive is not one for my personal liking. I'm not here to call the game trash or garbage though, don't sleep. But if that makes any sense, it doesn't feel like what made me fall in love with arcsystemworks to begin with. That's okay. They're trying to appeal to a newer audience, to a different demographic nowadays, to what it seems like compared to before Central Fiction came out. My very first Arcsys game was Accent Core. Then what made me fall in love with them was Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And journeying through BlazBlue after that, I fell in love. And I think what all those games have in common versus what Strive has is that it lacks the craziness. Yeah, Strive can be crazy in its own way, but it feels kind of, I guess, artificial. And then someone will comment, well, DNF Duel was kind of Kasuge and weird and strong, but DNF Duel as a game is just, I don't know. I feel like the company side of things on it and the communication with how they do that game, that is way worse than what Arcsys has ever even attempted in the past. It's not Arcsys' point, it's pretty much Nexon's fault on that with DNF Duel. The fact that they dropped at Arc World Tour a trailer saying Spectre's coming in the summer when like 3 to 4 months they revealed the character and we still don't have a date, that game is uninstalled. I'm never going back to that game. And maybe I'm being a doomer, but I have no faith in BlazBlue without Bori, man. Think about how people still act around BB Tag like BB Tag killed their dog. It's gonna be so annoying with BlazBlue when it returns. I'm letting everyone know right now, it's not going to ever be a BlazBlue Central Fiction 2 level of death. And I know for my liking, the gameplay might be slightly better than Cross Tags by being singular 1-on-1. I'm gonna drop a hot take, but I honestly think BB Tag is way more fun, even in its jakeness, than Strive is even in Season 2. I don't know, I just can't get into it personally, but that's just me. I just want whatever they do for the future of BlazBlue to feel good and play good. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So essentially, BlazBlue in terms of relevancy right now is dead as hell, but in the future, that could change for the series forever. I just wish ArcSys made fighting games for the fans that brought them up to begin with. Just frustrating how things are with BlazBlue right now, and that might sound like a little head-ass statement, but I do feel like the direction arcsystemworks is kind of going with Guilty Gear. If I see another wall break in the fighting game, I'm gonna lose my mind. If it's just not a stage transition, if it's forced, I can't do it. I can't. Y'all know that meme that's like, yo, my expectations were low, but holy F. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now for the future of BlazBlue. I've already came out and said what I specifically want from the future of BlazBlue multiple times on this channel. I'll link those videos down below. But what I also will say is if it comes out to be the worst case scenario, I won't be as hurt as some people was with BB Tag that came from Central Fiction. I don't know why people thought BB Tag was going to be Central Fiction with tag mechanics. That didn't even sound right in my brain at all, I'll be honest with you. So now I'm just tampering my expectations so I don't hype things up and then I put myself in this bad spot as a fan and also as a content creator. But before I let this go, I will say, I have to say this every time. BlazBlue is only dead if you let it be dead. There's people always playing the game. They may not be the biggest community, but if you really want to go that mile, there's discords for all the BlazBlue games, primarily BBCF and BB Tag. BlazBlue lives in your hearts as long as you keep it going. Never forget that. That being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video and you want to see more updates on maybe not BlazBlue right now, because I have zero faith in that series, but on this channel I will be covering BlazBlue, Tekken 8, and Final Fantasy 16 and Square Enix games in general. That's pretty much what I'll be covering on this channel going forward. So get ready for Street Fighter and Tekken 8. But I will say, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and I'm out in peace.